Welcome back to another episode in a year of Final Fantasy. We're still in the month of Siren, and today we're going to be talking about a Final Fantasy game that did not see the light of day outside of Japan. That is Final Fantasy Pictlogica. Pictlogica is one type of a newer genre of game that melds puzzle games with RPGs. The resulting genre is usually called action puzzle games. Some of you may be familiar with Puzzle Quest, and while that game is different, the concept is similar. You solve these puzzles, and as you complete them, you get to level up your team or characters and battle to defeat enemies. The quicker you solve the puzzles, the more powerful you'll become. After just a minute of watching any kind of gameplay of Pictlogica, you immediately understand the premise. If you have any kind of experience with Picross puzzles, which are actually more formally called nonograms, you know what you're getting yourself into. Specifically for this game, on the bottom of the screen you have a 5x5 grid with numbers on each of the columns and rows. Those numbers basically represent how many cells are filled in and connect to one another. For example, a 2-1 on the first horizontal row means that you have 2 cells filled in, and then 1 cell filled in that is not adjacent to the first 2 cells. And honestly, that's really all there is to it. It has a sort of Sudoku feel that just is satisfying and quick. Sadly, the game hasn't made it outside of Japan, and it doesn't seem like that's going to change anytime soon. The game released for iOS and Android on October 21st, 2013 as a free-to-play title. Pictlogica had various events to promote the larger games. For example, there was a Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 event on November 17th, 2013, and a Final Fantasy 11 event on November 25th, 2014. I'm not sure if these events are still happening or even if the game is being actively supported. As far as the Final Fantasy side of the game, I mean, it's pretty much what we've come to expect with all of these crossover minigame type of games. You get a lot of heroes from the different games and various music tracks from all over the franchise. That's pretty much all there is to say about it. I'd personally enjoyed if this actually came over to the States, but pretty much we can only wait and see, and I'm not going to get my hopes up. But anyway, next time on A Year of Final Fantasy, we're going to look at some of the official Final Fantasy novelizations that have come out in Japan. Sadly, these haven't made their way over to the United States. But until next time, Crystal Warriors, keep on gaming.